Hello everyone, welcome to Edukemy's YouTube channel. Myself Karuna Mishra, and I will be continuing the government schemes series which we have started for our prelims going students. So as we had promised you in our introductory video, we'll be trying to cover all the important government schemes which are necessary for your prelims exam. We had seen a trend also in which we have seen that in the recent years we are getting increasing number of questions from the government schemes area. I remember that in 2016 I'm getting more than 11 questions from the schemes alone, and it is the agriculture sector, the financial inclusion, infrastructure, all of these areas are important. So we have started with the most important sector from where I'm getting a lot of questions, which is my agriculture. Today I will be taking two schemes from the agriculture sector. I will be talking about PM KiSAN, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, along with the KiSAN credit card. These are two interlinked schemes. There has been a question also asked in the prelims of 2020, and we will be seeing that question also. So if you go back to our introductory video, we had given you this formula to remember the scheme. So what does this formula say? That I have to remember 3 dimensions in order to remember any scheme or attempt any question, and we have devised this formula after very thoroughly analyzing all your prelims questions. So what is my first dimension? My first dimension is my objective. So what is my aim, purpose, objective, the agenda of the scheme? Second, we have used this term very liberally, which is agency. When I talk about agency, I'm talking about whether it is a central scheme, state sector scheme, what is the ministry involved, is it sponsored by, let's say, finance ministry, agriculture, etc. All of that will be covered under this area. And third, which is the most important, is beneficiary, which is what are my target groups. Now, when I talk about target groups, I also need to know what are the exclusions or if there are any special provisions along with the basic features or important nuances about that scheme. So let us start with our first scheme, which is my PM KiSAN. So this is a general quick review of PM KiSAN. Again, this is a revision series, so this should help. The first one being, it is a direct income support which is giving 6,000 per year to all the farmers. It is a central sector scheme, and it is the duty of the states to identify the beneficiaries. So let us go in detail what all these dimensions mean. Now I am giving you 6,000 rupees per year. Who? All the farmers. How? In 3 equal installments. So I am first making this scheme back in 2017 when it was launched for only the small and marginal farmers which had the land holding of 2 hectares. But now I have extended it to all the farmer families which are landholders, but I have kept some exceptions and some special provisions. So the special provision is here. Of course, I know that it is the duty of state and the union territory to identify the families, but the forest dwellers, the northeasterns and the Jharkhand, these are the areas where they will have their own land records, and they will also be provided with KiSAN credit card for their needs. Apart from that, now the families or the farmers which are excluded are also very important. So I am not going to provide 6,000 rupees support to the farmers who are institutional landholders, and in my language the second one is the farmer families which can afford. So what are the farmer families which can afford? One, if one or more of their members are holding a constitutional post, if they are former or current ministers, if they are former or current officers or employees of the central state government, if they are, let's say, professionals, doctors, engineers, CAs, people who are filing for income tax, who are filling income tax, all of these will be exceptions or exclusions and will not be covered under my PM KiSAN. So 6,000 rupees, 3 equal installments, all families except the families who can afford, and apart from that I will be giving a KiSAN credit card and separate land records for the people of Northeast, forest dwellers and Jharkhand. Now coming to my next scheme, which is my KiSAN credit card. So my KiSAN credit card scheme, which is a sponsored scheme by my Ministry of Finance, was designed such that it provides adequate and timely credit for my farmers' comprehensive credit needs. So I am talking about the comprehensive needs, which includes on-farm, off-farm and household. So when I talk about on farm, I am talking about buying seeds, buying equipments, post harvest. If in case you need some amount for marketing, if you need money for, now we are talking to the household, building your house, for building a storage facility. So all my needs will be covered under my KiSAN credit card. Now apart from this, my KiSAN credit card is offering me an interest rate of 4% if I am repaying the previous loan on times. Now that is a very reasonable rate of interest. My rate of interest is linked to my base rate, and now I have given the discretion to the banks that you can decide the rate that you want to charge. Second important part is I am also giving the accident insurance to all the farmers which are below 70 years of age. Now let us analyze this question which came in the prelims of 2020 and see whether questions can be solved using that formula which had 3 dimensions. Now this question is saying that under this scheme, which is my KiSAN credit card, what is the purpose for giving the short term credit to my farmers? So the first area is covered here. I'm talking about giving the capital for my farm assets. I'm talking about buying harvesters, tractors, etc. I'm talking about the consumption requirements of my household. I'm talking about the post harvest expenses, and I'm talking about the construction of family houses, etc. As we have discussed, it is a comprehensive credit requirement scheme. All these areas will be covered under it, and the answer will be D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I think you understood the utility of this series and how we are trying to make learning government schemes easier. We will be coming up with more such videos. Till then, stay tuned. Happy learning. Thank you so much.